Yo, what's going on, guys? Today it's 2020, January 1st, and I figured I wanted to start doing some new content for the channel. So I was going to be talking about a lot of different subjects, and today I was going to be bringing the subject of what type of content should you be doing on your YouTube channel or whatever you're planning to start, like Twitch or streaming. On my last video that I did on quality versus quantity, there was my brother came in and he had a question for me, and he says you should do a video on specific content you should put out. For example, I make fitness content but also enjoy putting out gaming stuff too. Is it a better idea to stick to just one type of content or put out whatever you enjoy putting out? Basically, the way I look at all this, you can be specific in the actual content that you want to do for that channel, but it all depends on what you're trying to do. So if it was like a channel like mine, which is just mainly based on me and stuff that I like and enjoy, I look at it as I can do anything I want. So I can do gaming, I can do comedy, I can do music, I can do whatever I feel like doing. Will it hurt the channel overall? A little bit, because it all depends on what kind of people you're attracting and people that are subscribing to the channel and everything. So let's say, for example, if you start doing a lot of Star Wars related content, and all you do is talk about Star Wars Battlefront, for example, and you're just building up that fan base in Star Wars Battlefront. If you all of a sudden just go and start playing Fortnite, then you're gonna screw yourself over, because all your fans probably don't care about Fortnite, and at the same time, they really want to see you play Star Wars Battlefront. Overall, if you really want to grow your channel fast, and I don't really like using the word fast because fast is not something that happens when you're trying to build something like this, you really have to take into effect that it just takes a lot of consistency and a lot of patience when it comes to building a brand or a YouTube channel or whatever. He's talking about fitness content and gaming. He can totally do it. There's nothing wrong with it. The biggest downside to it, though, is that the less content you put on the main subject that you started with, the less returns you're going to be seeing as far as, like, you know, people subscribing and watching your content. So you really have to think about it thoroughly. What is it you really want to do on your channel? So talking about the subject of what type of game we're playing, for example, you really, if you're going to be starting a YouTube channel for the very first time, and you really want to think about what game exactly do you really enjoy playing and see yourself playing for like a year. This is very hard. I know this is extremely hard to think about, because for me, for example, I just love video games in general. And this is why I'm going to start doing content like this, is because I just want to be able to play whatever I want and still be able to help you guys in the process. And when it comes to content on YouTube, the way I think about it, because I consume YouTube just as much as I do YouTube, what I mainly log into YouTube for is either it has to be entertaining or it has to be informative. Like, it has to be like a tutorial, how to. So if I look back on my YouTube channel, for example, I'm just gonna take a look so you guys can actually see it. And you go down to like what videos got the most engagement or the most views or anything like that. It all ties down to, are you being informative or are you being entertaining? So the videos that I've done that were always about like trying to show somebody something or being informative in some way, like with like a character build or showing like how to do something, how to finish a mission or whatever it is, those are the ones that did the best. Let's just take a look at my analytics so you can see like the broad scope of like my YouTube channel. Basically, you'll see that you see this video on the top. This is the Zim Apex review that I did. So this is basically me showing my settings for using the Zim Apex, which was the mouse and keyboard thing for the PlayStation, showing how my settings are in Apex Legends. This was one of the biggest videos recently, at least. That video landed up with a little over 165,000 views on that video. and it was just me showing how to actually, like, how my settings were in the game. So it didn't mean that it was that my settings were the best settings in the whole planet Earth, which I got plenty of people that came on there and started ripping me apart and started causing like so much shit over me like not doing it right or whatever. But it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because the results show that overall it was looked at as a positive video. I got a lot of thumbs up on that one, so I didn't care. Like, I really didn't care. So when it comes down to that, like, it's all based on like doing tutorials. For me, I feel like tutorials are the easiest thing to make, because you're just constantly, you're showing people how to do something, and it's like it's almost like you're training somebody in something that you already learned how to do. So when it comes to like my brother's video, where he, like, let's say he does a lot of fitness and that's what he wants to do, is a lot of fitness videos. If he was gonna do more fitness stuff, showing how to do specific reps or how to do like push-ups at home, how to do like, you know, just all these different questions basically of like what to do and here and there, you're definitely gonna have a better chance of reaching a lot of people. And then you can also fit in the gaming as like a side thing, you know what I mean? But it has to be that you focus on the tutorial stuff. If that's what you're good at, focus on the tutorial stuff and keep that rolling, because that's really how you really build a lot of a viewer base from that. So just looking at all of them here, this one's another one talking about Uber Eats, my thoughts on the pay structure. So that was another one that did pretty well. This one is when I was playing ArcGauge and I was showing how I make a good amount of gold just fishing, you know, so that's another one. This was from a while back, so this is Elder Scrolls Online. So this is when I was just previewing the Warden class when it first came out, and I'm surprised this video is still doing well up until this time, because this video is like 3 years old. Like 2017 it came out. That was, damn, that, yeah. So that's like 3 years old. So I'm surprised that people are still watching that video when, like, they could easily just play the class for themselves and check it out, you know? So it's cool. Like, so basically when you put these videos out that are tutorial based, like showing somebody something, it always has a way of catching attention, because there'll be a lot of people that are just getting into a game or just figuring out like how to work out or whatever it is, and they'll search, how do I do a push-up? And the first one that pops up is you, because you made that video on how you do push-ups, you know what I mean? So you gotta just keep doing videos like that, engaging in different ways. So basically your titles, your thumbnails, so making your thumbnails look catchy too is really helpful. But in the beginning it's gonna be tough, because you're gonna be buried into the other people that have already done a topic in that area. So basically the focus is to just do as much content as possible. And this is why in my last video I was mentioning, you know, quality and quantity, because you should be doing as much videos as possible. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at doing the videos. It will be faster and easier. It will become more productive and very efficient, and you're just gonna knock them out, you know what I mean? And you'll learn from it in the process, because when you look at your comments, like for example in this video I took my brother's comment and made this video. If you do that with your YouTube channel, you can get unlimited content. You can literally just keep like rolling off of that and just keep making new subjects. So that's something that's very powerful. So yeah, at the end of the day, you have to really think about it. What is it you really want to do on your YouTube channel? What is it you're trying to convey in your message? And that's something you really need to focus on. So if you are overall found very funny, let's say you could even find that with your family and friends. If your friends are always laughing their ass off every time they're around you when you say things, then obviously you're funny. So if you put that onto video and you put that on your YouTube channel, that can be your thing, you know? And it doesn't have to be a high quality content. I'm streaming right now off of my webcam that was like $30, and I know it kind of looks kind of shitty, but I really don't care. The whole point is to get as much content out as you possibly can and just keep branching off, covering different subjects, and in the hopes, you know, you'll help somebody in some way. So if you're helping them through entertaining them by being funny, or you're helping them by actually showing them how to do something, You know, that's something that's really powerful. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope it was helpful. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions for something else you would like to see in the future, me covering. And I hope you guys have a good day. Happy New Year. And let's make this a good one, all right? Later, guys. Have a good one.